And we are live, I think. Hold on, the stupid YouTube thing. All right, there we go. This new setup throws me off every time. Welcome to another D&D Star Wars 5th Edition campaign. I am your host and part of the RC crew and your Dungeon Master for tonight's festivitas, Ranger J 1999. Glad to have you guys here joining us for another epic adventure in the Star Wars universe that we've created to play Dungeons and Dragons 5th Edition. We'll let the players introduce themselves, and then we will get into a little recap of where we were last week, and then we will rock and roll and get into where we are and see what our heroes are up to. So glad to have you guys aboard. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Give us if you are watching, give us a thumbs up. Like that, hit that like button. And then if you haven't subscribed, we're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed and you like the content that we're doing, please hit the subscribe button, become a subscriber, maybe become a sponsor, support us that way. All kinds of great stuff that we're doing over here in RSG, different games and stuff that we're covering, but mainly Star Wars. I'm excited. We've got Clone Wars going on. The first 2 episodes have been amazing. And so, yeah, a lot of good stuff. And we're just creating our own little world and playing Star Wars. That being said, let's let the players introduce their characters, and then let's rock and roll. Starting with Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman. What do you got for us, my friend?
So I play Darabit, who is a Twilight monk.
Oh. Wait, what the hell? Oh, my thing's not up. Son of a... All right, Grim.
I am playing Osk, your friendly neighborhood lizard man.
Corinth.
I am playing Talrax, a Sith pureblood.
Devil's Treasure.
Hey, I'm playing Jello Theta, the Bith operative.
And then Johnny M.
I'm playing as Dr. Vornu Wizzy Lidurum, a Chiss droid engineer.
And last but not least, Teals.
I is Cornputha Nanuku, Corn for short, a Chiss Deadeye Scout.
Trying to sign into Roll20, but it didn't save my stupid Roll20. All right. When we last left our adventures, they attacked the ship that they were looking for to get information. It didn't quite go the way they had expected it to, because the characters did some things, had some really crappy rolls, and ended up having the captain of the vessel that they were trying to get information from end up through combat and things on their ship. They made a deal with the captain to get the information they want, and now our heroes are in an impasse. What are they going to do? Where are they going to go next? They've got the location of where the spice is being produced by the information by the captain after they basically agreed to pay her for a new crew and ship, which at this point they can afford. Now they're trying to decide what's their next plan of attack. So when we last left our characters, they had the ship had exploded. They lost the information, but on the ship was gone. The spice that was with it is gone. They do have the captain who, through aggressive negotiations, we'll call it, has put the characters in a position where they've negotiated. Johnny M's character came forward and negotiated a kind of a peace between the captain and her compatriots and herself to not blow up their ship that they were currently on, and to basically get the information they needed. You do have the information that you need now. We leave it at that. So, my friends, characters, what is your course of action that you would like to do?
I'd like to go to a market to get a restraining collar for the lizard.
Which lizard are you referring to?
The Grimm's character.
Oh, you want to get a restraining collar for Osk? Okay.
Yeah, he's.
Well,
That might not end well.
You're kind of in the middle of space, middle of nowhere, between the corporate sector and Hut space. So, yeah.
I don't think he was reckless.
No, I think he was fine.
Well, I would certainly recommend the first place we go is someplace with a very thorough repair facility for our ship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so we want to go to the repair facility and also the facility we can drop off our friend here. Send
All
her on her
right.
way.
Who wants to make a check on the navigation con to pick a place to go?
Perhaps we could also ask her if she would recommend anywhere, because it would be a port where she would also have to procure a new ship.
She's trying to. She's like, well, can I get a access to your nav computer real quick? Because I have no idea where we're at. I think we're in the same spot, but I still would need to look.
I don't see any harm with that. You understand, of course, I will be monitoring exactly
Yes,
what
yes.
you
She
look
kind
at.
of waves her hand dismissively. Yes, I get it. So she's like, can I check real quick?
Anybody else have an issue?
Can I make an insight check?
Make an insight check. Yeah, she's being honest.
Okay. I believe that would be fine with me as well.
Okay, so she goes over to the nav computer. She looks. She's like, well, we came from there. I don't want to go there. You could drop me off at Sevis 3. And she
And how far is it?
it's about 7 hours from your position. She's like, it's got it's a giant gas. It's a giant gas planet. It has a space station. They mine gas from one of the moons and from the planet there with stations, but there's a huge docking station, landing area that you guys can dock in and stuff like that and make repairs. Says you can drop me off there with my credits and I can be on my way and you guys can do what you need to do and then we can take it from there.
That sounds promising to me.
Yeah. On the way back, do we want to contact Mika? See about employment for our friend.
I think you guys had discussed this last week that you guys weren't going to talk to anybody, but I'm just reminding you as your friendly DM.
She also didn't seem as if she was overly excited with the concept of working
For a hut. Yep.
Okay. Thanks for the reminders. Then I'm good.
Okay. So make a pilot check, whoever's going to do it, and then plug in your course, and then see if you can get there. If you make the standard, you get there. No, you actually shave some time off. If you don't, then it's going to take a little longer.
Piloting?
Yeah, piloting. Yeah, you're getting used to this, Corn, and so you plug in your slot, and because you roll so well, you actually shave off an hour or two. So 6 hours is uneventful. Not much happens. You guys kind of get, fixed up, dressed, eat, take some sonic showers, things of that nature, and you guys come up to jump out of hyperspace as you come.
Do we get a short rest during this time?
I'll say you have a long rest because you guys have been resting for a little bit. So we'll say long rest. You guys are reset. So
while we're resting, can I have been studying this new, the experimental thermal?
Yeah, make a technology check for me.
24.
Yeah, so you see how she did it. You see this is a homebrewed kind of thing. You have a basic understanding of it. It would take you some more time to kind of dink around with it because it takes you a long time to kind of slowly pull it apart. You really don't want to damage anything because, it's a slow process, right? You're taking it apart bit by bit, trying to see how she recalibrated this thing to pack more of a pop. And then you see that the basic thing, you have a basic understanding of this device, and you see that what's inside is that she's made it magnified to where that the compound that's used to set off thermals, she's basically created a device that amplifies it by tenfold, and she can control and manipulate it in a certain way. It's still going to take you some more time to figure out like the inner mechanics and things of that how to adjust to things of that nature.
Okay, cool.
All right, anybody else?
Nothing for me.
No, just tinkering with the ship, trying to make sure it doesn't fly itself apart.
Yeah, you've stabilized the ship. You've got it in good working order. As you guys come out of hyperspace, Teals, you are. As soon as you come out of hyperspace, it says this is docking station 3. State your intent.
Repairs and requesting permission to dock.
Okay, this says stand by. Say go to hanging. Go to docking hangar 74.
Chicky nuggies and hangy board.
Yeah. So you guys fly in. Make a piloting check to land your craft. Good enough. So you turn the ship, just like the Millennium Falcon. It turns. You guys go through the force field and you land. So you guys are now docked inside this gas giant. Think Jupiter, except green. You can see there's tons of moons on the navigational chart, and you can see that this station is a giant station. That is, you can see mainly a lot of ships coming in and out, mainly for the supply and transport of gas. You don't know what kind of gas they're specifically farming here, but you know that it's got to be of some importance because they wouldn't be here near this planet nor these moons if there wasn't some kind of profit to be made from this. So you guys take a landing. Yeah, so you guys are landed. Who's going to come off the ship? Who's staying on the ship? What are you guys doing?
Well, we may as well all go and check out the station, see about using the repair facilities.
So when you guys get off, you see that there's a droid standing there, a kind of a repair droid. It says, what do you need? We're here to supply whatever you need.
We need the hull of the ship repaired, and if possible, our missile bays to be repaired as well.
Please take me to the damage.
I'll walk the droid in.
Okay, so you walk you walk to the droid on the outside. He's got to make an assessment on the outside first.
No, okay, I'll walk him around the ship.
All right, so he they take a look. The droid takes a look. You don't know if it's male or female, and they start looking at it like extensive damage from internal explosion. She's like calculating 20,000 credits to repair, 3 days of repair work.
I don't believe that will be an issue. Let me ask, do you also offer retrofitting or upgrading services?
We do not, just basic repairs, structures, unless you have the part with you.
All right, fair enough. Are there any part vendors here on the station?
There are. You'd have to go to the marketplace, junk dealers.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Please start the repair work.
After you transfer your credits, half up front, half when the work's complete.
I'll walk back to the group and inform everyone. Say,
It's fine. I'll transfer 10,000 credits to the
Okay,
droid.
you transfer. It's like we will begin immediately. And you start seeing droids start buzzing, and you see pipes start going into the ship. You start seeing the refilling your ship, things of that nature, and you see that there's droids going in. It says, "I'll need one of my droids to go in and interface with your comms."
very well.
All right, so you see one of these little R2 units, like an R5 unit, go beeping. Seen better days, goes walking in, and then you see it plug in and starts communicating with the guy out, the droid outside, and they're starting to take apart that section where the missile exploded in there.
Are you able to do inside checks on droids?
No, you are not.
Okay.
I will tell Zeta to just keep an eye on the R5 unit.
Okay, so make a perception check with the droid. Anytime.
I'm trying. Yeah, it's not great. It's a droid.
The droid it keeps in contact with you as the repairs are going on, saying that nothing to report, nothing to report. So every hour on the hour you get nothing to report.
I probably should have gone and taken the caps off of his eyes.
So your IG unit's just sitting there watching everything like
Oh no, that's the R2
the
unit.
RG unit.
The,
So the RG
the IG will be with me.
It's just beep, 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 beep. It's like, hey, can you buy me some new wine? It's like he's not even really paying attention. It's like, so like can you, one, it reminds you that you need new pants, and two, that if you can get him some certain parts and stuff.
Okay.
An oil bath would be nice. He kind of tells you.
All right, so that'll be something I'll be looking for. Is
Okay.
a droid spa.
Yeah. All right, so you guys are, who's going to the marketplace, the bazaar here on this station?
Oh, I certainly will.
Yeah, I'll head to the bazaar as well.
Anybody else?
I will.
Okay. You guys go
Sure,
through.
why not?
It's a huge station. You take a turbo lift down the actual bazaar. You guys can see there's a kind of a layout in this turbo lift that shows you that the upper part is for quarters for residents, people that live here. It's a huge station. The bottom part, there's a big ring that goes around the station that's connected. And that's where all the ship and parts and things come in and stuff. You can see there's another section that is for ships that are coming in with gas. You can also see that on the top part is all living quarters. There's actually a hotel here on the upper part. On the bottom part is where you see all like the shops for like repairs, junkers, things of that nature on the bottom. If you want to eat food, it's up top near the hotels, things of that nature. There's a couple cantinas there and stuff. So you guys are heading down. You guys head into the bazaar. And when you get out there, you see that there's a lot of vendors and stuff there. You have your pick of stuff. You can see there's a lot of junkers, things of that nature, metal workers. You see a lot of different alien species and races, from human to Bothans to all kinds of stuff. And you can see a lot of workers here. You can see there's workers that work here on the station that keeps the station afloat and working and operational. You see other people in uniforms that represent different factions of guilds and things of that nature that are probably here trying to get stuff for their ships, things of that nature, that are making runs with the gas and stuff like that. So there's a wide variety of species and things of that nature when you guys get down there. So who wants to make a perception check to see if they can spot a good junker?
Only two of us can make it.
One can make it.
Only one person can make the perception.
Yeah.
Mine is at 5. What is your?
Yeah, mine's not great.
Oh, look. 13.
There we go.
All right. I mean, you see quite a few. You see one where there's an alien with 6 arms and a bunch of droids outside. It has a decent little shop, it looks like. And the other one is a tall Twi'lek woman with another Twi'lek male that have some parts as well. So which one do you want to go to? Those are the two you spot out immediately.
It was a Twi'lek and a droid was the other one?
No, two Twi'leks.
Oh,
A
two.
female and a male Twi'lek. And the
And
other
it's
one
two
is
different shops?
Yeah, the other shop had a alien you're not familiar with 6 arms, kind of with a bunch of droids.
I mean, I say we split up and check them both out. I don't know. I guess I'll go talk to the female.
I'll check out the Twi'leks.
Yeah. Well, it's two different stores, right?
I'll check them both out.
I will immediately start heading for the droid store.
Oh, you're talking about the stores. Okay.
Well, this is the junkers. This is where you could find parts that you may need. Make a perception check for Vornu to see if you can find a droid kind of shop.
Well, I thought that was the shop with the
There's
droid
junk.
standing
You know
outside.
there's junk there, but you can see there's a person that handles mainly specifically droid parts.
19?
Yeah, you actually spawned a human female that has looks like a pretty decent shop that's next to the Twi'leks. You didn't see it initially, but when you look, you see like there's a junkyard, part salvage place, and then next to it looks like droid parts salvage, that kind of stuff next to it.
Hello, how are you?
She's like, "Oh, welcome to my shop. How can I help you?"
I'm just perusing your wares to see what you have.
And you see that she's very nicely dressed and stuff, and you can see she's dressed for function, but she's not dirty or anything. And she's like, "Yes, I can help you. What do you want?"
Well, I've been looking for things to perhaps make a few of my droids a little bit more perceptive.
Oh,
Perhaps.
please come right in. She starts escorting you in. You see that she has a couple nice droids that are helping her stuff. It's like, what specifically were you looking for, madam?
Well, as you can see here, my personal assistant and security detail droid here with me, this IG unit. I was hoping to find perhaps something that would give it maybe keener eyesight for detecting and defending me.
Well, I mean, IG units are pretty potent already with their scopes and everything. They have multiple eyes and things. I don't really think we have anything along that nature. Is there anything else you were looking for?
The only thing I was really looking for now. You don't happen to also stock any starship parts, do you?
Oh no, that would be my friends next door.
The two Twi'leks that I saw.
She's like, let me look at your IG unit if you don't mind.
Sure.
She grabs the data pad. May I interface with your droid?
Be my guest.
And she plugs in, and the IG unit lets her because you're in charge and said to do it, so it doesn't fight or anything. She taps in and she plugs into the droid and she starts looking it over. It's like, oh, this is high quality.
Oh, thank you.
You've got to want to say the line. However, she looks at it, it's like, I can. She starts looking it over. I could mount another weapon on him if you like, a small laser.
Oh, that would be very interesting.
So he could hold 2 lasers, and I could put a mounted small blaster on his shoulder that would pop up when he needs it.
Yes, that would actually be very nice.
All right, that would be for all the work and stuff. It'll take me 2 hours. I would need 2,300 credits.
Done and done.
All right, you make the transfer, and she does the work. All right, Finn, which one where were you headed?
I'm just hanging out with them, so I'd probably just hang out with Vornu.
All right, what about you, DT?
Yeah, I want to approach the the Twi'leks in the other store.
All right, the female notices you first, like, "Ooh, la Sina." She's like, "Hello there, handsome adventurer."
I'll kind of give a little bow. I'll be like, "Hello, it's good to meet you. I see you have."
She kind of
Quite the
purrs a
shop.
little bit. It's like, "How can we help you today?"
Well, I was looking to see if you had any perhaps parts or augments we could have for our ship.
She's like, "Do you have a diagram, blueprints of your ship, perhaps?"
I do, and I'll kind of pull up a diagram and show, and I'll point out the missile pod that we had the unfortunate malfunction in, and I'll say,
She giggles
this.
femininely and says,
Yeah.
Sith Chiss Empire. She starts like naming the nomenclature and everything about the ship. You're kind of impressed. She's like, yeah, damn, she knows more about this ship than I do. She's like, we do happen to have not the missiles, you understand, but I do have a couple of the parts you're looking for.
Oh, excellent. What kind of parts do you have available?
I have enough for another missile loader if you want that, and the corresponding engine for it. Parts.
Oh, that would be excellent. Yes, we need.
You see her brother kind of just standing over with his arms crossed looking at her, but you can kind of see she's in charge. He's kind of like just making sure you're not doing anything untowards or uncouth toward his sister.
Of course.
She takes you inside and she takes you into the back. He follows behind you with just kind of scouring over and stuff, and takes you into the back parts. There's an area there, a big storage area there, and you kind of go through, and she goes through and she's had a droid helping her. She's like, okay, and she's looking for a specific thing, and then she takes you over, and then you find the part you're looking for. Says, "You're quite lucky that I had this in storage."
Ah, yes, that's excellent. That's excellent. This looks like it will do.
All right.
I'm also wondering, do you happen to have anything that might be able to augment our targeting system?
Oh, I'm afraid not. No, you would have to get that actually from the source. Parts I can do, software upgrades, things of that nature, we cannot.
I see. Okay. Do you have any other parts, perhaps, that we could use for perhaps building thermal detonators, or maybe creating some more replacement missiles?
It's like, I'm sorry, hon. We are not a arms dealer. She kind of smiles at you and blinks.
Of course. No problem. We'll stick with the new missile bay and the related parts.
She says that'll be 15,000 credits.
15,000, darling. Is there anything else one other question, actually. Do you happen to have perhaps any type of cloaking device that might go with this ship as well? You seem to know quite about it.
She's kind of smiles and purrs at you, and she's like, perhaps.
Oh, well, I'd be quite interested.
That's a no to have. I might have it.
Of course. Well, we won't be in this parts for long, and we'll never. No one will know where we may have stumbled upon.
Make a charisma check.
Charisma?
Yes. Persuasion.
10.
It's like, that might be the case, but I'm not saying we have it. But you rolled a what?
10 total.
Oh yeah, she's like, but maybe now that I think about it, I really don't. At the moment.
Well, if anything comes up, you'll know where to find me, and I'll share the contact information, and I'll say we can make it quite worth your while if you were to help us out.
Perhaps.
We're doing some work for some of the local huts, and they would quite appreciate it.
You're very chatty.
Only with you.
You feel this ominous presence behind you, and you feel like you've ever seen the anime where, like, there's the big brother standing behind with his eyes blazing. That's the kind of sense you get at the moment, and she's kind of sitting there smiling, flirting with you, and he's sitting there looking like, if you touch her, I will break you in pieces.
That's fine. I'll turn my back to him. I'm just talking to her.
You do feel the presence, so she's like,
Yeah.
all right, 15,000 credits, and we can get that shipped over to, what hangar bay are you in?
I'll share the coordinates of the bay. I don't know. But yeah, inform the droids. They've started some repairs, and they'll need these.
All right. She says, I need your thumbprint here to transfer the credits.
I'll send them over.
All right. So you send 15,000 credits to her, and there you go. Now, we need to...
So-
who's still on the ship?
No one actually. Just the droids, I think it was.
All right.
Yeah, only one of my droids.
Okay.
Talrax and Osquan do something though.
Who? What? Okay. What do you guys want to do?
We're window shopping with the Forks.
With the what?
Yeah, with the Force.
Where are you shopping at? Are you down in the junk area, or are you up higher near the cantina and other shops area?
I'm thinking closer to the other shops.
All right, so you and Talrax go up instead of down. When you pull out, it's a very nice area. It's not like high end, but it's very high quality. You can see that there's a hotel built into the station that jets up from the station and has its kind of, you can like get a room and have a look of the planet, and it's actually really nice. Not pricey, but not cheap either. as you guys make your way out. You've been to enough places to know like what's high end and what's middle tier, higher middle tier. So this is a higher middle tier place, which is kind of surprising, but you figure this must be a profitable venture for this place to kind of exist like this. So you kind of see there's some cantinas, there's some clothes shops, there's some restaurants, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Where do you guys specifically want to go?
Maybe some odds and ends shops, some oddities, or maybe.
There's a jewelry shop. There's a vendor there, high end jewelry. There's a few cantinas, pretty nice actually establishments. There's a couple nice restaurants. You see there's a couple of clothing outfits. You see that this is upper echelon stuff, not the noble, but pretty nice. You can go in and get some decent clothes, stuff of that nature. So that's the main stuff you see here. It's mainly for like people that come in that need to get certain things like eat, stuff to bring back to the family, clothes in case you need it, things of that nature. Is the shops that you find up here. What specifically you're looking for?
I was thinking we'd do like swamp meat antique store looking around type thing. But you're saying there aren't anything like that up here. Huh?
No, it's a lot of the places you find are places for like fun and stuff like that. Like the cantinas have sports betting. There's all kinds of games going on. You see a high-end brothel that's actually there, hooked up to one of the cantinas next door. Some really nice restaurants, the jewelry store, clothing store. There's a shop that's next to the hotel that is for like souvenirs, things of that nature. But make a perception check.
This is
Can I help him with anything on this?
Or could Talrax do the perception?
I said you make the perception.
14.
Yeah, that's basically what you see. Nothing else comes to mind. That's what you see. So if you want to do anything, that's what your options are.
Well, crud, that's not exactly what I had in mind.
I don't mind games of chance and such. Perhaps we could go observe a card game here and see if anything reaches out to us.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so you guys go into one of the cantinas. You can just walk in. You see that there's a couple of Sabrak tables. You can see that there's a couple of other kind of games of chance that you can play and stuff. You can see that there's in one of the sections, there's a bunch of screens on from across the galaxy with different sporting events on. There's some pod racing going on. There's some other games and stuff like that that are going on throughout the universe and stuff. What you guys want to do?
Is there? I'll just I want to look for some type of a table game, perhaps, or something.
Yeah, there's a table game, kind of like roulette, where you basically there's 4 different types of. They call it the 4 paths. So basically, you pick which path you want to be on. You pick a symbol. If you just bet on the path, you can win a small amount of money. If you bet on a specific symbol in that path, then you win like 4 times your money. But if you don't hit it, then you lose everything. Path or the number you or the symbol you picked.
Okay, so I'll play like maybe 3 hands.
All right. It's $1,000 a bet. So
High roller table.
So I'll start at the base and do 1,000 bet to start.
All right. There's a north, south, east, and west kind of. Just giving you an idea. Like there's.
Yeah.
Think of a cross.
What interested my character in what you described would be like picking symbols. So if there's just any like a symbol that jumps out to me at all,
make a perception check.
That's what I'll go for.
16. Yeah, there's one in the there's a light, Darth, balance, and chaos. So you see one in the dark path that looks like kind of reminds you of a Sith symbol that you've seen before.
All right, that's without hesitation. That's what I'll go for.
Okay, so you place it there. All right,
Yeah,
roll.
I'll match his bet.
All right, so you both have $1,000 on this symbol. So roll a D100 for me, Talrex.
All right. Whoa!
Holy crap!
I guess this is the only time I probably can't use my lucky feat either.
No.
With that roll.
Actually, this is perfect. Not only does it hit your symbol, but you get a bonus, so you each win 8,000 credits.
Holy shit!
Oh, that's what you
Wow.
want. Nice.
Wow, that's cool. Does
Nice
anyone in
roll.
the area react?
Oh yeah, the people start cheering and stuff, and like, hey, the one guys are like, all right, we got a new player, oh, big winner, and then people are cheering and stuff like that. So yeah, it's like your typical kind of like Las Vegas thing. People are clapping with their hands over their heads and taking an interest. They see these two Sith come in, and when you first came in, they were kind of like apprehensive, but the guy's like, he didn't really hesitate. He was just a momentary pause, but he's like, hey, player's a player. And he's like, make your bets, place your bets. All right, all bets are closed. Let's spin the wheel. And, you spin it, and it's the wheel spins, and you see, like, all of a sudden it starts slowing down. It's all digital. It's like 3-dimensional. And then the, kind of like this, it represents like a chance cube that kind of lands into the area that you want, and you win. So, and people start cheering. Other people that lost and lost were like, "Ah!" But if people are cheering, you're like, "Oh my god!" Because not only did you hit, but you hit the bonus with it as well. Do you guys want to press
Nicely
your luck,
done.
or
Not necessarily yet. Actually, I want to. Actually, yeah, I'll play one more time, but I'm looking for the reactions kind of from the crowd and seeing if there's just anyone interesting that has observed kind of what's happened and taken an interest with
make
us.
a perception check?
So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Get back to perception. There it is.
Yeah, you see that there's a couple beautiful women that have made their way over to you guys, and are they're hostesses, and they're kind of rubbing up against you now because you just hit big, and they're like, well, that kind of thing. But other than that, you don't really see anything. A lot of these people are, merchants, things of that nature. They're not really. You don't get a sense of anybody really paying attention, other than the fact that you won. So you don't see anything uncouth or, worrisome.
Right. Okay, well then I'll bring it up to 2,000 this time. So I'll double the bet, so it would be 4,000, right? Because I bet 2,000 last time. I forget.
You bet 1,000.
I bet 1,000. When you doubled it with the extra, I forgot. Okay, so yeah, I'll just double my bet and go again.
So you're gonna go 2,000?
Yeah.
What about
And I'll match him again.
All right, what symbol do you guys want to go for? What
I wanna
quadrant?
go
You want to go light, dark, chaos, or balance?
Dark again.
Okay. Do you want to use the same symbol, or you want to go for another one?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the same symbol. Worked the first time.
All
See
right.
what happens.
Make a roll of D100. Let's see what happens. So it doesn't hit dark; it hits chaos. So you lose, and so you're down 2,000.
No worries. All right. Cool. All right. Well, I will not look like upset or anything, but I'll nod to the dealer and tip him like a 200 credits or something, and then go like to the bar and get a drink and sit down for a moment.
All right. What do you
Just
order?
make well, like some type of a dark wine is what I've been typically ordering.
Okay, so you get some wine and stuff. What about you, Osk?
Keeping eyes out. I'll go over to the bar as well.
Okay. What do you want to order?
Looking around. I don't know, something strong. How's
Yeah,
that?
he pours you this really expensive whiskey kind of looking substance in a big cup. And your metabolism, being that you're Trandoshan, he knows exactly what you want. And it's a Trandoshan brew. Trandoshans drink really high potent stuff. So But for you, like if anybody else drink it, they would be like, okay, I can't feel my face. But for you, it's like, oh, this is really good. And then they've actually got some wine from the Sith Chiss Empire, and you're very familiar with it, and it tastes delicious. And it'll be 50 credits for the wine and 100 credits for the really strong Trandoshan. It's like a liquor. It's more of a ale kind of thing for you, but you're very familiar with it.
Okay, awesome.
All right, so you guys are sitting there drinking your stuff.
Tasty.
Nothing really happened, so we'll go back down to Finn. What are you doing?
The shops that are here, you said they're pretty simple, or
It's not simple, but it's simple in the fact that it's your standard kind of part salvage, that kind of stuff. I mean, it's this is a blue collar area where you come here to get what you need, get what the parts you need, make deals, and then get the hell out of Dodge, right? So this is a merchant area, but it's mainly for like ships, that kind of components and stuff that you're looking for.
okay. So magic items and stuff are probably not here,
Did you just say magic items?
or whatever enhanced items. Sorry.
I mean, you guys haven't spotted that out with your perception check. You don't see anything like that.
Okay, then I don't really have anything in particular. If I can, then that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an item in particular.
All right, Vornu, what are you doing now?
I'm just hanging with Vornu. I'm
Yeah.
the non-robotic guard for Vornu right now.
It takes 2 hours. You get your droid upgraded. You see there's a small little turret that's kind of like, think the Predator. It sits back, and then when it's ready to go, it pops up, and it can be a third blaster that he can use now.
Very cool. Other than
Does
that,
1d8 plus 4 damage.
okay.
She's like, there you go, all nice and done. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Yes. Do you happen to have like a service center in the area for droids?
Oh, yes, we do. What kind of services are you looking for? We can wipe, we can repair, and we can. What are you looking for?
Well, I'd like to spoil my two droids. They have been through a lot, so I'm thinking just full oil lubes and maybe a
Oil
polishing.
baths? Yeah, not
Oil
oil
baths,
lubes,
a
yeah.
polishing.
It's like, yes, if you'll take a seat, we'll take them back there and get them both taken care of. It'll take just about 30 minutes.
All right, if you would like to start with the IG unit, I'll signal for the my R2 unit to arrive here.
She takes the blasters from your IG unit side and stuff and is like, you keep these.
All right.
And then they're escorted back, and then 30 minutes later they come back and they look all very sparkly, new and shiny. They've been buffed, polished, fluffed, and everything.
Well, are you happy now, Zeta?
The droids just start, doing that R2 kind of
Beeping in joy.
Yeah. And that'll cost you 200 credits.
That's fine.
All right, so your droids are looking sharp and very polished and very nice. The IG looks really good because he's got that black kind of finish to him and stuff. He looks,
Very dapper.
yes.
Do you also know of any maybe clothing and armor stores around?
No arms, but if you go up to the top level, there's some clothing shops there, my dear.
Where do you do your shopping for your clothes? I couldn't help but notice that very beautiful and very work-appropriate tunic you have.
It's just like, oh, I ordered this special. I mean, the shops you'll find up top are just for, casual wearing and stuff of that nature. I don't know what kind of clothes you're looking for, but those are the kind you will find up top.
Nothing more rugged.
No, they don't do rugged up there, I'm afraid.
All right, well, I do need to find a discount pants dealer.
It's like, oh, yeah, you can find pants there. That shouldn't be a problem. Pants are pants.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Do they sell them in bulk?
Why would you need them in bulk? She looks at you.
For reasons.
Many of my friends have questionable aim at times.
She's like...
With blasters.
Oh.
That's probably not helping this either.
I I'm
You're
sure.
making it worse. Please let me do this.
I'm sure they can accommodate you. She kind of backs away a little bit. Thank you for your business. Have a good day. She kind of walks off.
Have a pleasant day.
All right, so you guys are heading back to the top.
Yeah. Before I leave the shop, Ranger,
Yeah.
can I tell the toilet girl? I want to say, I never got your name. I'm Jala.
And she says, I never gave it, but she looks over to her brother and kind of squints at him. She says, it's Mila.
Mila? That's a pleasure to meet you. And who's your brother here? What is he called? It's good to meet you.
That's
sir.
Matteau.
Matteau?
Mm-hmm.
Good to meet you, Matteau. You run the shop for a long time together?
A few years.
Oh, well, in this game, that's quite a while. Keep at it. Do you know of a place where I could perhaps get a good drink?
Oh, yes, go to the top level. There's a few cantinas that we visit that you can get all your needs there.
Ah, excellent. Well, I appreciate both of your help. If you're around later tonight, I'll buy y'all both a drink.
You feel this hand on your shoulder and you hear this. It's like, now, brother.
Yes, you too, Matteau. No worries.
He just kind of starts lifting you up. He's a big dude. You see his muscles are just like Arnold muscles and stuff. It's like, no, she's like, he's a guest. We have to be polite. And he's just like,
This is where you start hitting on Matteau instead.
Matteau, my friend. Surely you like a good drink.
he
Reactor
literally
cores all
lifts
around.
you up off the ground. It's like, get out.
Fair enough. See you later then.
And you hear
No,
it's like,
fair
oh, Matteau. And you start seeing them start arguing as you leave and stuff. All right, but yeah, so the new parts will be sent over there to your ship. So you guys get them upgraded. So you guys all head to the top, I'm assuming. Vorna, you go with your compatriots to the top. You guys get there, you see the same scenario that I told the last two and stuff. You see a couple places that make good quality stuff, and you come in there and you see the one shop that has a wide variety of things that you can get there. So
Pantsorama or something.
there's plenty of pants.
Can I do a perception check to help Vornu find blaster resistant pants?
Okay, make a perception check for blaster resistance pants.
14.
Yeah, you find lots of pants. You think they're blaster resistant. You don't know for sure.
Okay.
I'll
start pointing them out.
You find some gray and some white. You find some
I'll
actually
wander along and
militaristic.
ask if you see them doing that. You want me to test?
No.
So I kind of point them out. I think this one might be blaster resistant. This one kind of looks like it might be also.
I'll
It
go
might
and I'll
be
try
something
on a
else.
few pairs. I'll come out of the dressing room. Did these make my ass look fat?
Hold on. I need to do a wisdom check on this. I think they look great.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, you guys can see from Vorney, she's a standard chiss, very athletic, very put together. So,
Oh, I know, but I had to do a wisdom check to make sure I don't say, yeah,
Oh,
it
I
kind of
know.
looks bigger.
yeah.
So, yes.
Iggy, will you
Character
take care of
looks a
him,
bit
please?
swollen.
hmm
Uh,
But yeah, you find some nice pairs of pants and can easily, you try them on. They look really good. Accentuate your curves very well.
next, I will want to also look for a salon, perhaps, that might sell hair tonic.
Hair tonic.
Yes, I need to grow in the left-hand side of my head's hair.
It's already growing back. It was just singed. It's not like it
You
was.
have the weirdest battle
Yeah, that happened
scars.
too.
Yeah, because you were in the back to tank, so your stuff's been healed. But I mean, it's going to take a while for your hair to grow. You do. There is a salon place there. You go in, and the person there is like, "Oh, sweetie, let me just see this," and like, "Oh, what happened to you?"
I took a blaster hit to the skull.
Oh, that's awful. Here, and then they
Yeah.
sit you down in a chair. It's like, I'm looking at your hair, and I just don't like this. I could do a little cut here and here, make it shorter, so that the sides match, and then you would look it'd look fabulous. And I can add some color,
Can I-
maybe some vitamin treatment if you'd like.
Can I
Vitamin
persuade
treatment,
her to
yes.
just shave it?
He looks, you shave it. Oh my God, what kind of beast are you?
I rolled a 20.
To what?
Persuade her to shave it.
It doesn't work because they're just horrified at the thought of you actually trying to suggest that.
Very well.
Just like, oh, your friends are ghastly. So what can we do for you here? I can get the other side, equal to the other side so it looks normal. It'll grow in nicely, and then we can leave it long on the top and add some color and get the hair treatment and stuff. You have very fabulous hair. I mean, they're just talking about all this stuff.
Oh,
Is
thank
there
you,
like
darling.
is there like a magazine or something?
Oh yeah, there's a watching pad. There's one that's got different stuff on. This is kind of like where if you're not here, you're here with someone and you're not interested, they've got all kinds of stuff that you can.
Well,
look at.
I want to find a magazine that like one of those like haircut magazines that has like all these different styles and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna try and see if I can find one that is for like professional women. And if I can, I want to see if I can do an investigation in that book
Make
to
an
find a
investigation.
style that works for Vornu. 22.
You don't find anything.
Oh, I don't find like a professional women haircut.
You don't know what that is.
I don't know what
Ouch.
what. Wow, with the 22?
Yeah.
Damn.
I made this a really high check because you're not a stylist. It's not
No,
your
but I'm
best.
using a style book. I'm not trying to like come up with it on my own.
Okay, so you go up and you show a couple to Vornu.
Vornu. Yeah, I'm gonna find like a
Vornu-
magazine for professional women just to show her
so
a couple that I like.
You show a couple that he likes. I mean, you can do with it what you want.
I'm being helpful.
Yeah, sure you're not. Okay, what do you think, Vornu? You see a couple in there, very militaristic and stuff like that. The stylist behind you was just like, oh my God, no.
Perhaps if we modify a few of them, something like perhaps a slightly longer pixie cut almost. Doing as much as you can with the damaged side. And then perhaps maybe like a bright crimson along the banks.
I like it. He's listening there going through. It's like, your friend's taste is questionable, but I can see that he starts looking through. It's like, we can do this, and then what you want, and then this. So he sits you down, and he actually shaves the other side, right? But he creates kind of like a mohawk, but it doesn't look that bad. He makes it look really nice. He spruces up the top and keeps it, very straight, but he adds some color in the front like you wanted and stuff. So you got this cool little streak in the front, and it doesn't take that long. It takes about 30 minutes in total, and he's equaled up both sides so that even though the other side has had stubble come in, the other side is equally. He makes it perfectly matched and stuff, and gives you a cool little in the back. What he does is he cuts it to a V, but leads into a ponytail that kind of sits with your longer hair in the back. And then the top comes up into this cool little cut that looks very militaristic and has a nice little swath of color into it in the front. On the banks.
Very nice. I don't know. Mani-pedi while I'm at it.
Okay, so all in total it's about 400 credits.
That's fine.
So you flip it over and you get done. All right, and you get the full treatment, the full spa treatment. They fix your nails and paint them up and give you the full massage treatment and everything. And that's why while he's working on your hair and stuff, you have droids that are massaging you and stuff like that. And you have a droid that they do have this thing where they just touch your nail and it does different colors and you pick the one that you want. So digital nails.
Very cool.
So you're looking fly.
Leave and go to the bar.
Okay, so you guys go. There's two cantinas. You can see there's one that looks like your standard cantina.
Sorry, Ranger, really quick.
Yeah.
The prisoner, whatever you want to call her, captain from the other ship, she's hanging around with one of us, right?
Nope.
She just remained on the ship?
Yep.
Okay.
Anything else? Nobody said anything about her. I just left her there.
Okay. No, I'm just wondering. Okay, continue.
Okay, so you guys go to a cantina. One's a little bit more sportsy. The other one's a little bit more suave. You know, you can get something to eat there. The other one, you can get food at both places, but one's a little bit more gambling, things of that nature. The other one's more leisure and just hanging out and stuff. Which one do you guys go to?
Up class.
Oh, you go to the suave one? Okay, so you
Hell
guys,
yeah.
you guys sit down at a table. A droid comes over, programmed protocol droid. It says, "How may I serve you?"
Just as we were getting to walk into there, I will send Zeta back to the ship.
All right, Zeta's on his way back.
Ale. I want ale.
All right, so one ale. What else do you guys want?
One. No. Give me 3.
All right, 3 ales. It's like, what else can I get you?
I will take a Corellian Sunset.
Very good. And he looks over at you, detail. And for you?
Can I look around? Do I see the Twi'leks anywhere?
Nope.
Mila and Matone, are
Nope.
they up here?
No, I said no.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. Okay. Yeah.
You're all
I'll
saying
have
in
a react.
Spanish. No.
Oh, okay. What about French?
No.
Okay. Can I get a reactor core, please?
No, French is no.
Oh, oui.
Yeah, so you get your drink orders like 60 credits for all 3 of your orders. So you guys get your drinks and stuff, and you guys are chilling. All right, Talrax and Osk, what are you guys up to? Corinth and Grim.
I'm continuing to drink, and I'm gonna. By the time I leave that night, I'll probably give the money that I won back in tips to either the bartender or the guy that was dealing the hand.
You give away 6,000 something credits.
Yes, I'm trying to make friends at this place. What the heck?
Okay.
I'm looking for a reaction since not specifically to one place, and I'll probably play a few more games on different tables. Like, I'm gonna have fun basically, but
okay, what game do you want to go to next?
Unless I get a string of bad luck, I want to kind of stick to the game I won at the first time.
All right, go back to that. You go back to that table after you get some drinks. You and Oscar hang out a little bit. Oscar, you going back to the table with him, or you guys just?
Sure, why not?
All right, you guys go back to the table, and you guys, it's a different table. You go to the same table. Or there's 2 tables. You go to the one you were previously, or are you going to a new table?
I'll just stick with the one I'm previously. I kind of want to see if I can play out my luck, basically.
All right, so let's press your luck. All right, what zone are you going? Light, dark, chaos, or balance?
Let's go chaos.
All right, and we'll say you're going to go chaos this time. What about you, Osk?
Chaos sounds good. I'll put 1,900 credits on that one.
All right, so you're going chaos. What did you say, Osk? Osk, you're going chaos. What about you, Talrax?
Chaos as well.
All right, you guys go chaos. All right, so make a roll for me, Corinth. D100. You both win because it wasn't the symbol in chaos, so you don't get the bonuses, but you guys doubled your money that you just bet.
Nice.
So you get 3,800, and what did you bet, Talrax? 2,000.
Yeah.
Right,
yep.
so,
I'm keeping the amount that I'm betting consistent.
okay, so you put 2,000 more down. What about you, Osk?
Hold on a second, writing this down. I'll put $2,000 down.
Okay.
As well.
What zone are you going for? Are you going for light, dark, balance, or chaos?
Dark again.
All right, you go dark. What about you, Osk?
I'll go for chaos.
You're going chaos and you're going dark. Okay, so each of you make a roll. D100. Okay. Osk, make a roll. All right, you both lose.
All right.
All right.
Is there anyone that since you had said that there wasn't a whole lot of people playing the games that we were playing, the guy was like, oh, better is a better kind of thing. Is anyone reacting to us still betting and being Sith or anything like that?
Nope.
Because I'm
Make a
that's what I'm
perception
trying to
check.
do. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't really see anything like that.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I guess I'll just, if nothing is, environment isn't really reacting, then I'll just lean into having a good time.
All
That's
right,
what I'm
make
gonna
another roll. Wait, so pick the zone you want to go in. You want to go light, dark, chaos, or balance?
do. I'll go to balance this time.
All right, you go to balance. What about you, Osk?
I'll go for dark.
Okay, you go for dark. Okay, make your rolls. You both missed. It went to the other zone that you guys were not in. So,
Okay.
Well, crud.
All right.
And I guess at this point, then I'll go back to the bar and just go back to drinking. And,
All right. So you guys go drinking and stuff. All right. Go back to the other group. What are you guys doing? You guys are drinking. You're kind of just chilling. It's nice music. It's a nice decor. You guys are having. It's just very relaxing. What are you guys up to?
So this is like the high-end place, Ranger?
I mean, it's higher end. It's not high end, but I mean, it's really nice and yeah.
What kind of band is playing?
It's a standard band, different species, and they're just playing nice, soothing songs and stuff.
Can I go and try and join them with my my flute?
Oh well,
Play the
you go up there and you start playing, or are you gonna ask permission?
I want to ask someone.
All right, so in between sets, you go up and you speak to the leader, this big, tall, this Bothan, gray-haired Bothan. You can see he's got some age on him, and it's like you ask. So ask to join, and how you're asking to join, and then make a persuasion check.
Like, hey, it's been a while. I'd love to play again.
Like, are you any good?
Oh, I'm the most excellent you've ever heard.
We'll make a deception check because I don't know if that's true or not.
22.
Yeah, you lie your ass off. He's like, oh, well, come on up. And he's like, well, we're going to play the next set. He gives you the list of songs and stuff. You know those songs?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, he believes you
I
because
practically wrote them.
All right, so you got to start playing, and then you see your friend go up there and start playing. Make a performance check for me, please. You actually played pretty well for the first two songs. You're playing, you're in tune, you actually play a solo in there. People are kind of just enjoying your music, and after each song they're clapping for you. All right, make one more performance check for me, please. I mean, not as good as you did. You didn't try to go crazy, but you still held it together and played very, very well. And after the set, the band kind of claps for you. The people stand up a little bit and cheer you and stuff. So, yeah, you did a good job and, played some awesome songs and kind of hung in with the band. So there you go.
Nice. Well, while I'm up there, I just want to kind of be scanning the crowd. Do I notice anyone interesting watching or
make a perception check.
10.
You think that Finn's character has boogers on their nose. That's about all you think you can see.
Excellent. I'll keep that to myself. I'll be sure not to tell him.
Okay. You think you see boogers. You're not sure. But you're definitely not going to say anything.
That's just my leku. It's not coming out of my nose.
Boogers are boogers. All right, so unless there's anything else you guys want to accomplish tonight, I mean, other than just drinking and have a good time and resting, we'll move forward.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll
I'm just
say
keeping an eye out for Mila if she shows up.
she does not show up.
Darn. Okay.
Yeah.
Really adamant about getting strung up by her brother, aren't you?
I mean, I might want to talk business, and maybe there's a stealth field generator in it for you.
Business.
Yeah.
Business.
He wants to give her the business.
That's how Bornu's pants got ripped.
No.
It was at
That's
this
That's
moment.
actually not the angle I'm going.
Sure. It's
Sure.
not. Yeah. Sure, it's not, man.
You have to be persuasive one way or another.
Yeah.
For the team.
That's exactly, it's a team thing. Sure. Okay, so you guys head back to the ship after a night. You guys kind of get there separately, but you can see that the droids, they don't sleep, they don't do anything, they just consistently work. And when you get there, you see that they're making good progress. They've got a lot of the damage off. You can see that the new parts been delivered, things of that nature. When you guys get on board, you see that the captain from the previous ship, Tarson Kestrel's there, and she's just sitting there, and she's kind of cleaned up a little bit. She's just relaxing, drinking some wine and eating some food, and she's like, "Oh, hope you guys were productive while you were out there."
Did you go exploring?
Oh, I'm not exploring. I'm waiting to get paid. You guys owe me some credits.
Mm-hmm.
She looks
Still could have
directly.
gone exploring.
What's that?
You still could have gone exploring.
I've been here before, honey.
Why didn't you scout out? Did you find a ship here? Do you have contacts?
That's none of your business. I just like to get my cash and move on, if you don't mind.
All right, fair enough. And I'll transfer over 200K, I guess.
300 for everything.
What was that? Sorry.
300K. I think it was the total. Something around there.
I thought we said 200.
Was it 200 or?
I thought it was 200.
Ship was 200.
The ship was
Yeah,
200
it's
and some
200.
other stuff. I think it comes to 250. I think with everything. I will say 200. Yeah, we'll say 200. I can't remember what it was. So we can go back and look, and we'll just update it at whatever you guys said. So she's like, "All right, thank you very much. I can't say that it's been a pleasure, but it's not been a pleasure." And she grabs her stuff, scoops up her gear, and takes a big gulp of wine. And it's like, "Good luck to y'all and whatever y'all doing." And then she leaves the ship.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna go just check on the computers, make sure everything is in order with the
Make a
repair.
technology check.
26.
Yeah, it's going really well. The droids are really efficient here. You see that the repairs are going nicely. You can see that everything's been updated. You see that they've cleared out the old system for your right side missile launcher, and that they've cleared out the debris and stuff and set it up, and are now working on restabilizing the platform to put the new part that you got on. And you can see that there's the R2, the R5 unit is slowly upgrading system by system to get it in place so that they can get it in place. You know, it's going to take another day or 2 days to do that. So, yeah. So we'll say for the next couple days, everything goes smooth. Unless there's anything else you guys want to do here, we'll say
Yeah,
nothing.
Warner will go to bed because she just went and got blue girl wasted. So
Yeah. So you guys are a little tipsy, but nothing eventful happens. You guys heal up. You guys have been fully rested. You guys are good to go. So we'll leave it at that unless there's something else you guys want to try to get accomplished.
Actually, I think I'm going to use the database on the ship from the console in my character's quarters
Mm-hmm.
and start researching, like, Jedi ruins or temples or Sith stuff, Sith ruins around this sector, possibly.
Okay, make a investigation check.
Okay.
Nothing in this region of space. This is more of the corporate sector. No archaeological or anything of that nature that you see here in related to Jedi or Sith. It's just not an area that you're aware of that there's any kind of findings or anything of that nature. So there's nothing nearby in the region of the galaxy that you're in that has ever had anything, or if they've discovered anything. Which that kind of makes sense. So there's a lot of planets in this sector and systems that are mainly you look on the map, you see there's the big corporate line of planets and stuff that your banking guild and things of that nature are nearby in this area, and you can see that a lot of the in between is a lot of mining for gas and for minerals and for metals and things of that nature. And then it leads into this big zone, and then it leads into Hut space. So That's kind of where you're at. And you check the records and stuff. I mean, nothing in this quadrant you find anything of significant value or anything like that.
Okay.
Doesn't mean it's not there. You're just not finding anything in the database that suggests that maybe you can go to this area and go looking. You didn't pick up anything in your reading or research. I mean, there's just nothing there that catches your eye.
Okay. I just want to check.
Yeah, that's totally
Because if there was, I'd be like, "Oh, we're going on a side mission, guys."
Yeah. All right. Anybody else?
Yeah, I want to keep studying the thermal detonator, and specifically, I want to see if I can identify any kind of materials that I would need to try and
Make a
create
technology check.
18.
Still, you've got the basics of it. You've got the general idea of the components. Most of it's stuff you know already, but there's a few little components of tweaks that she had made to it that you're still kind of stuck on. So it's
Okay.
going to
Do
take
I know
you a
what
little
to
bit.
try and go find or buy?
Oh yeah, you can get the components, the basic components, but it's the circuitry and stuff. The way she's got it set up, you're like, okay, that's different. I've never seen that before. And then you're looking at some other things like, huh, that's different. You know, you get the general gist of it, but you're like, okay, how am I going to do this? You're kind of stumped at the moment.
Yeah, just while we're in the port, I guess I want to try and find a shop that might have some of the components that I need.
Make an investigation check.
17.
Yeah, you don't really find anything here like that. I mean, you find some casings of thermals that you can use for the outer shell and stuff. The other specific components, this just is not a facility that houses that kind of stuff that you're able to find through your investigations.
Okay, there's not like any of the gas that they're mining or anything that might be explosive or could
The
be used.
gas that they're farming is mainly used in industrial kind of stuff, like for powering certain things in that nature. It's not really designed. I mean, any gas is volatile, but it's not the kind of gas that you can use for that kind of purposes. You know that there's just better materials and gases and things of that nature than this stuff.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I'll pick up, I guess, whatever I can find, the casings and whatnot.
Yeah, you get a few parts. It costs like 25 credits. So
Okay,
you got the basic outer shell, but the specific components inside, you get some of those, but like the other specific parts that she did, they look a little bit homegrown with specific things that she did with the wiring and kind of the parts that you need to see. There's a couple of transconductors and things of that nature that you're like, shit, I'm going to have to go somewhere else to get this. I just can't find it here.
Cool.
All right. Anybody else? Going once.
Nothing for me.
All right. So your ships gets repaired. We'll say it's been 3 days. What are your plan of action now? Your ship's ready to go. You guys are ready to go. Where are you heading to next?
I think we're heading back to what's her name?
We should probably turn in the information to the Moth.
No, not the Moth.
What's her face? Captain.
Kryn, right?
CSA.
Kryn.
Yeah.
Kryn.
Lady.
Yeah. CSA Kryn lady. Yep.
All right. You guys can touch a Kryn. She pops up onto your holo display. And she's like, starting to get a little worried. I hadn't heard from you guys in a few days. She's like, what can you tell me?
There were complications.
I'm sure there were. Tell me what happened. Or
Well,
don't
the
tell me
captain
what
of the
happened.
other ship didn't wish to cooperate.
I'm sure she didn't.
And both of our ships were actually damaged quite substantially in the exchange.
I'm sure you guys are okay. Seems like you're
Yeah.
still alive, so it couldn't have been that bad.
Well, she did detonate her own ship in the process.
Interesting. I don't know many smugglers that would do that, but okay.
Well, we did also then manage to broker an agreement with her after she had detonated her ship. So we did get the information for the contact points.
All right. What is she kind of gets like, okay, what's the planet? Where's this stuff being made?
I'll give her all the names of the planets.
There's just one.
The planet that was told to us.
Do you remember what it was called?
I'm looking through my notes.
It was Bajo,
No.
the manufacturing planet.
No.
Orange.
It's
Did I not write it down?
it's Varl.
Varl.
VARL. It's like, all right. We in the GSA cannot go there because of treaties and its hut space and stuff like that. Says I can pay you guys to go there and see what you can find out or anything along those lines. But I can't give you backup. This is kind of a diplomatic kind of thing. We can't just take our fleet into hut space. Are you guys interested in scouting it out and see what you can find and things of that nature?
How much are you looking to pay us?
Yeah, just to find this information was quite costly for us.
So I can pay you 50,000 credits.
Each?
No.
That will hardly cover the repairs we already suffered just to get this information for you.
All right.
What exactly are you expecting?
I don't know what to expect. If this is the place where the spice is being done, I just can't take my armada in there and go, that would lead to war. I need a unit to go in there, tell us what's there. I have to have proof of what's there before I can take action.
How about the 50 grand plus expenses?
Make a persuasion check, Alice.
I'm gonna whisper
23.
something to Vornu.
It's like, okay, expenses plus 50,000. I can live with that.
I'm gonna whisper something to Vornu.
Okay.
Vornu, should we ask for a copy of the other ship so we don't go in our own and get the Sith Empire involved?
Well, I was actually thinking of asking for something large enough that we would be able to dock our current ship in it. Surely the CSA must have a number of
I'm sorry,
larger
GSA, CSA. Yeah, thank you for the
GSA.
question.
Surely they must have a location where they impound ships. They should be able to give us a larger cargo ship with a cargo or a docking bay large enough for us to land this in it.
For what purpose?
Well, the ship that we currently have is less than conspicuous. So something that would blend in, make it look as if we're just junk dealers or on regular cargo mission. It would also be nice to just be able to have something large enough that, if needed, could also be a distraction.
She's like, okay. She's like, give me a moment. She looks over to one of, you see her looking over and she kind of talks to us, says, I have an old Carillion frigate that might work for you.
It would probably work. It's large enough for us to dock our current ship inside of it.
Not inside of it, but you can connect it to the outside. Unless they do an actual visual check, they won't know.
Sort of a hard docking port on it.
Yeah, your ship's a little too big to put in it, but that's the best I can do.
No, I think that would be agreeable. What does everyone else think?
It'll have to suffice.
Mm-hmm.
So the 50,000 plus expenses plus that ship.
Make it what Oscar already did, so it's like, all right.
This way, should there be complications and it be cost more, we aren't screwed.
Indeed. All right. She sends you coordinates. Says this is from what you told me with the plan and stuff. This is the halfway point. Meet the ship there. We'll leave it there for you to dock, but you'll need to leave now. Then you can jump on board and then dock your ship and then do whatever arrangements you need. But I need proof before we can make a run. So you're
That's all you want, proof. You don't
proof,
want.
or if you can destroy it, destroy it. But I mean, at least I need evidence, like something tangible that I can use as a justification for us to take action. But if you don't give me anything, I just can't go charging in there. I mean, you told me where this is allegedly supposed to be, where the ship was going and stuff like that, but
Makes perfect sense.
okay, my hands are kind of tied, is basically what she's saying.
Understood.
Okay, well, let's get going.
All right. So you guys make a piloting check to get out of the space dock. That would be you.
Kills. Yeah.
All right. You get out of there, no problem. You punch into your space. It takes you about 4 hours to get there, and when you get there, you see that there is a Carillion Corvette ready to go. You know where to dock at, Corn. So make another piloting check to dock with this ship. Oh yeah, you easily do it. I mean, you do a little flippity do just for fun.
Make a Blues Brothers move.
Yeah, you do a crazy stuff, and everyone's like, "What the hell are you doing?" And you're like, "Because I can." Hook up to the ship.
So is this real quick question? This is one of the blockade runners, right?
Yes.
Nice.
But it's an old ship. It kind of fits your needs. It looks a little junky. It's functional. When you guys get inside, get the systems operating and stuff like that, you see that it looks like crap, but it works very well. So the engines are
Smells like rebels.
Does it have any type of weapon systems on it? I want to.
It has standard Corvette. Well, it has like its turrets, but it doesn't have any kind of for defense. There's a main turret on the top, but it doesn't have any of the weaponry that you're expecting. A lot of it's been removed and stuff. It doesn't have any proton torpedoes or anything like that.
Yeah, the Carillion Corvettes are mainly like transport vessels.
Yeah.
So not much as far as
a few blasters, things of that nature, but nothing. It's not armed like a typical Carillion Corvette was because it's a junker, So the cannon is functional, but it's not the greatest thing ever. So,
but it still has cannon ports and everything, right?
It has a few. Some of them are missing.
Well, we might be able to upgrade them or find parts eventually.
Yeah, but it's not your ship.
Possibly.
We probably need to get some spice so we can pretend to be delivery people.
I thought we were just
I should still have spice on me unless I gave it away.
Don't we need a large volume if we're going to try and infiltrate? We probably need to get some spice if we're trying to infiltrate this.
Well, perhaps we just scan the planet first.
Remember, infiltration wasn't part of the deal. It was
how else are we going to get evidence?
Recon.
But how else are we going to get evidence?
Back.
Well, here's the other thing.
There's a base down there. What do the sensors tell us? There's no base there. Well, there you go.
Here's the other thing. Once we do find if there's a base there or not, is this ship equipped with a tractor beam?
The Corvette is not.
Is our normal ship equipped with a tractor beam?
It is.
Well, perhaps we just drag an asteroid and land it on the base if we find one.
Okay, so let's play this out. So we see there's a base. We have no idea what's inside.
Well,
we're gonna drop an asteroid field. Like, come on. We need infiltration. We need evidence. We have to go down.
Make an omelet, darling. You have to crack a few planets.
Well, and not to mention, ships have these neat little things called sensors.
Yes, we censor it first. We see if they're there.
The secret facility hiding the illegal drugs is going to be blocking sensors.
Well, we also have to see how much else is on this planet. If there's only two or three facilities.
You need to understand how this technology works.
Step 3, make profits.
Yes.
That is more new for you. 0 to 100.
Drop an asteroid. Step 3.
Hold on, let me call 1-800 asteroids are.
I can just see that conversation. You guys call Captain Grin is like, we found the facility. Oh, good. What'd you find? We blew it up with an
We
asteroid.
nuked it from orbit.
It's the
How do
only
you
way
know
to
that
be
was the right
sure.
one? We knew.
I like your idea for
We
getting
made
rid of the
sure
base.
because we eliminated everything on the
Here's
Yeah.
what we do. We
I
funnel
do
the
like your
resources
idea
of the
for that.
Empire into one giant ship that can blow up planets. Hear me out. I think it could work.
I like your idea about the asteroid, but she's still going to need evidence that we blew up the correct one. I don't think the sensors are going to provide enough information to justify.
I believe that the smoldering planetoid should provide adequate evidence that we
We didn't
destroyed
buy
whatever
any,
is on this
space
planet.
GoPros for our trip.
But we're assuming that she still believes that Varro is the correct location.
Well, also, not to mention, Ranger, how much would it cost us to get a shipment of spice the equivalent to what got jettisoned from the ship? That
Remember that we're getting our expenses covered. This would be an expense.
She's not.
So we intend to use
Captain Grin ain't
the
covering that
Empire.
because that's about
She's not gonna cover that.
400,000. Usually 400,000 credits or higher because that's what makes smuggling spice so profitable but so dangerous is because when you smuggle spice, it's highly lucrative. But if you lose it and stuff like that, then that's why Han Solo had the bounty put on him. You know, ejecting spice is not the way to do it.
so 400,000 of money we do not have.
So let's go
Correct.
find another ship that's bringing in spice and kill them. And then we'll take the spice off their ship.
Good idea. Yeah. I'm with
As
you.
long as we,
I'm not saying no.
as long as we
Understand,
properly, as long as we properly warn the
Yeah,
ship,
you
unlike
know
we
what?
did the last time.
Yes. And this is going to come onto you, Jalo. Do you think you're ready to actually hit their engines this time?
I
No
think-
missiles.
Oh, I've checked. I think the weapons were properly installed this time. I don't think we'll
Okay.
have a problem.
Okay.
Well, but here's another question.
It's a lie.
If we hit another ship, chances are word's going to get back that somebody's targeting their supply lines,
Yeah, that's good.
and they will be more suspicious of any other ship that comes in that they don't recognize.
Let's just make sure it's not Carson's new ship.
Well, what if we lay a trap? We now have access to two ships, one of which is a state-of-the-art destructive force. The other one...
When used correctly.
Well,
It's correctly working now. No.
Okay.
here's what I'm saying. We stage a piracy raid when we detect another ship coming, and one or two of us are on this now larger freighter, and we start sending out distress calls. The rest of us on normal ship stage an attack on this freighter. The other ship comes to possibly aid. Both of us turn on that ship, quickly disable it.
We put out like a warning sign saying we have a bunch of spice and our engines aren't working. Can someone help?
Something like that. I was thinking more if we make it look as if our freighter is being targeted. And we can then ask them, is it possible we could follow you to your destination, since we make it look as if the engines are not working
That
at
sounds like a
maximum?
horrible idea.
Well, it would allow us to land an infiltration team on the planet.
What does our captain say?
Oh no, our
Tell her
I
engines
need
are
some more.
broken.
I need some more liquid
God.
bourbon here. You guys.
I think we're
talk
having
about
like the greatest ideas ever right now.
Poor
Oh,
little guy.
I
I
am
agree.
still in
I'm at least
favor of
enjoying the
planetary
discussion.
genocide.
How fruitful it is, we may see.
I am still 100% in favor of planetary genocide.
I am too, but after we get evidence. As long as we get evidence, then blow it up. I don't
I
really
think
care.
the evidence would
Agreed.
be if the spice trade dries up very quickly.
Yeah, but that's post evidence. We need evidence now to justify what we did without having to wait for all the consequences to come in.
She never said we had to justify it.
Well, she said we needed to bring back proof.
We needed to bring back results. There's a
Let's go
difference.
garrison another spice ship that we can
Mhm.
find. Leave it alive.
I do
or
think
not, but we
Osk's
need their stuff.
concern. I do think Osk's concern is legitimate. That we don't want to necessarily dry up the entire, like
Well,
to constantly attack ships.
Let's just put it
So
this way: word is already out that somebody targeted one of their ships. I mean, that's an obvious because remember,
You think she's a gospel?
people escape podded out of the ship.
Mhm.
So chances are they know our ship. You know, the Fury that we're flying. They don't know the
Can
Corellian
we
one.
switch our Corellian frigate to suck and pick up all the spice that was flown out into space?
It was burned up, remember?
And I'm pretty sure the next freighter that we go after is going to have an escort. And then we're going to get screwed.
Well, that is why I'm saying we stage it as a diversion.
Well, if
Make
we
them
could
think they're
hit the
coming to the
target
aid.
twice as much as we did last time, 2 targets wouldn't matter.
Yeah,
We
but
were
when the
1 for
second
10.
target is
We were 1 for
more
10.
Yeah,
well
we did.
armed than we
We
are.
did poorly. The sensors were very misaligned. It'll be fine this time.
Or we could do it the other way and wait for them on the planet, and when they land, we can destroy them.
I mean,
We don't
Oh,
have
we
to
could
stop
just
them in
drop-
face. We can take their ship over on the planet.
Or we could just go Chicxulub on them.
We'll blow up the planet later. I'm not opposed to blowing up the planet, but we need information first. We'll probably need some recording of the facility and whatnot, which is easiest if we infiltrate as spice deliverers.
We can make one of those nice little CG graphics where you see the rock coming and the planet explode.
Oh, that would be awesome. We can replicate it with the graphics for Kryn so she can see exactly what we did.
But no sound effects. Remember, there's no sound in space.
That's fine. We would do it. Like we can make it. I think we're okay.
I so want to do this.
I love this idea. This is our greatest idea ever. So why don't we infiltrate the ship after it lands?
Well, it'd be harder to infiltrate it once it lands.
Wait,
Will it
how are
once
we-
they're all out in the open and they're delivering the spice?
How are we going to get down to the planet then? They're going to see our ship on approach.
Well, Varl is still a regular planet, right? So we can still approach it. It's just somewhere on that planet is
We
where the
don't know
spice is
anything
being.
about this. I know that if I was making spice, I would probably do it somewhere rather abandoned.
Well, hold on.
You said it
Hold
was
on. Out of character.
isolated. Yeah.
Out of character. Don't we already know that Varl is like a home planet or something for Hutts, and that's where the Hutt disease was originally originally started, and this is a mutated version of it, right? So we know this is like a normal planet for the Hutts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we also don't know if maybe just the Hutt didn't just sneeze on the spice and that's what caused it.
Right, but the whole planet
God.
itself is still like a regular planet. It's like the whole planet is a hideout, so us coming there would be an issue. I think approaching whatever the lab is would be the problem. So we would need a reason to head over there. I don't think getting onto the planet is the issue.
Perhaps we start by scanning the planet. Once we
I'm
know
fine with that.
exactly what the planet is, then we can decide whether to blow it up before or after we need something off it.
After. Don't blow it up first. But do keep an eye out for asteroids. I do like that idea. I'm going to work on my sound effects
That
in the
was
meantime.
a good idea, Johnny, with the asteroid. That was a really good idea.
Can I do a performance check to see how good I am at making sounds of like an exploding planet if we create the CGI thing,
No.
Ranger?
Jesus Christ.
You're not a bard in the Star Wars game.
I know, but I do have performance.
Okay, make
Yeah,
it.
but honestly,
make it
I
with
think it would even be
disadvantage.
funnier if it was a crappy sound effect.
Natural
23!
20.
I rolled a 20 and a 19. I am the master of meteor noises.
You realize that that's not going to work, Finn.
No, this isn't legitimate. It's when we create the CGI effect of the asteroid blowing up the planet. When we show it to Kryn later, we have to create like noises as if we were actually doing it. So my goal is to practice making.
I
Like
don't
a
believe you, Finn. I
pew,
rolled
and
a
then
natural 20 on my
pew.
perception. I
Yeah.
think you're terrible at this.
You did. I'm fine. You can do that all you want, but I'm going.
Like, guys, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. He's going. He should be going. It's not.
Yeah, so if
No.
nothing else, it should be more of the sound like when you slowly let the air out of a balloon. Like, and then like a large kaboom.
Okay.
We can all not worry because I'm not flying an asteroid near the ship.
I'll keep working. I'll keep practicing. Don't worry. When we actually do this, I'll have a better idea of the noise, so I'll be able to replicate it better. Well, I'll make sure to take detailed notes on the way that the noise is doing, so we can replicate it for Kryn.
Excellent.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay.
Let's
So
go
we're gonna
scan
keep
the
an eye.
planet
So we're gonna go to the planet. We're gonna scan the planet. We're going to scan for asteroids, and I'm gonna listen for asteroid noises. Do we have anything else we need to do? I think we have our plan.
I will have Zeta begin scanning the area for a large enough asteroid.
Oh, perfect.
You're not in the sector to scan yet. You have to
Well,
get
No, when we're there. We're planning for when we get there. Okay.
Tarax kind of does a face palm at this point and says, "So the consensual idea that you guys came up with was to land an asteroid on the base."
After
Yes.
we scan it and figure out what to do. We're not doing it immediately. We're just getting it ready. Because who knows how often an asteroid comes by here. We have to make sure we're on the ready.
Now, do not take this the wrong way. I'm very grateful that you are discussing potential options. All of your ideas just, I don't know, perhaps the beatbox one I do believe is great, but other than that, you're not doing too well, guys.
See? He liked it. See? He liked that idea. See?
Like,
Calrax
next-
knows.
I'm gonna
Calrax knows
turn
silence.
to Darafin and I'm gonna say, hey, next time we play, you should be the backup.
I see no difference in
20 on
this.
survival.
So-
Is this a good idea?
Yeah, I was like, also, Teals, you're plotting a new course for the escape pod for us, right?
Okay, so let's go scan the planet.
You're not there yet.
Yeah, no, we have to go. Let's go over there and then start scanning the planet.
Fast forward to out of hyperdrive.
I am just saying that this plan bears a remarkable similarity to our previous encounter where the captain of the ship blew her own ship up.
We're not doing anything to we're not doing anything to another ship. We're going to the planet and scanning it to see if we can find the facility.
Can't blow
Okay.
the ship up if
So, yeah,
you're off
pretty
of it.
much what I said when we first started this conversation of let's go scan the planet first.
Yeah. And then the
Besides-
asteroid after.
Besides, if they have something that can blow their own planet up, I would really love to get a look at that.
Okay, let's rock and roll.
We can make it look like self-sabotage.
Oh
I
no,
will-
I'd want credit for that. Jesus.
No. We would only tell Kryn, but we would let her know that it was us. But everybody else would think that they blew up themselves.
I'd be
I asked-
writing a scientific paper on that.
I asked for the two droids' opinions.
They think you're idiots.
The droids thinks you are idiots. Just letting you know.
Beep boop. So we think you're idiots too. Okay, let's go ahead and do the. Okay, let's go over there and scan.
Very well. We will rush headfirst in again and scan the planet, aka the ship, like we did before. Get into a battle, nearly die, and have to pay for their damages again.
Oh no,
Same.
we're not paying for their damage. We're killing anyone that's left over. We don't need any more information now. So we're killing the captain if this happens again.
Wait a minute.
What do you suggest, Valron?
Valron.
Oh, sorry. Who are you?
Calrax.
Calrax, sorry.
I am merely giving you what has already happened thus far with these traders. I believe it is at least reasonable to assume that the encounter will go the same way.
But we're not doing anything to a ship. We're not interfering with ships this time. All the ships can go all they want.
We can go see Mika. He owes us 10 grand.
But that's away from the. No, we have to go to the planet.
Very well, we are going towards the planet.
All right.
If we go to the planet, we can
Cool.
scan for it, and then we can decide what to do. We're not blowing up any ships this time.
Well, Ranger, on the trip over, I'm gonna be doing some. I'm gonna be looking up the planet that we're going to. Doing some.
Oh, I
research
thought you were
on
going to
it.
look up escape pod maneuvers.
Dude, I'm
I'm
like,
gonna
one of the
confirm
three
with the
people that
droids that the
actually has
escape pods are
piloting.
working properly.
How populated is this planet? Can we tell that from the computers? Like, is there like a Star Wars Google on this planet, or
Mm,
You're
so you
looking
know that
for
Varl,
Staropedia?
from what you guys gathered from Varl is in Hut space. It is a planet originally where some Huts think they originated from. not very heavily populated. It's not a very nice planet. For most humanoid life, huts are different. So, not a lot is known about Varl, other than its hut space and some few things like that. Bits and pieces are on there, other than it's not a very hospitable world.
But it's not like nobody ever goes there.
Oh yeah, there's a few. I mean, no one really knows what the huts do there, other than there's a few things there here and there, but it's not a very heavily populated area. It's in hut space. The huts own it. They don't really use it anymore, from what you can see. It's not had much use, other than its significance that it's where they originated from. So they kind of keep it off limits and stuff like that.
All right, so I mean, we shouldn't get like aggressively stopped if we just go into orbit.
All right, so you guys going to Varl?
I have another brilliant plan. If we get stopped, we can say that No. If we get stopped, we tell them that we were actually previously employed by Zonos, and after his passing away, we have come to look for more work. See?
We don't even know if Zonos owns the facility.
I still have my favor with Mika as well. Perhaps he could provide us with a contact who could get us good information on this instead of random blurbs.
I like guessing that it's Zonos. I don't like Zonos. I didn't like Zonos, but now he blew up. So I'm okay with that.
It seems like that most likely we will encounter not opposition, but at least stern reactions to us wanting to find out information.
We don't need to find information. We can just say we're looking for work. I didn't say anything about finding information. I vote Taurax doesn't talk to him.
Okay, sounds good. We are. I believe. I look at Korn again. I say, I believe we are ready to engage our course to the planet. Right? And I look at the rest of the group.
Yay!
Yeah, ready or not, let's do it.
Bornu, do you think we could practice flinging that asteroid at another ship and make it look like a casual accident?
No. We would need to work out calculations based
You
on
need to
that.
overpower me. You need to overpower me at the flight controls.
No, the tractor beam is separate.
I will line you up. I still gotta line you up.
That's true. So it's just going to be like a random asteroid fire. That could be.
All right.
No.
Okay. We need to do some practice from it.
What are you guys doing? What's the plan?
We're heading to Varl to scan
All
it.
right. Make a pilot check there, Teals, as you plug in your stuff. Oh, yeah. So you guys doing the hyperspace. Takes about 3 hours to get there from your current location. You're well within hut space. You make the coordinate to come well outside, away from the planet, so you can kind of go in. So as the bright streaks of hyperspace light shrink down to form the stars of real space, you get your first look at the Ardo system. Its white dwarf star seems particularly distant, and astrogation is complicated by a preponderance of dust clouds and asteroid fields. The planet Varl, a small, brown, ugly world, soon comes into view. Suddenly your comlink erupts with a challenging voice yelling at you in Huttonese. Who speaks Huttonese?
You have two people that speak it, right? Grim was learning it, so he said, "Be right back."
I've been fluent in it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Teals is the other one.
So Teals, you get this message from a looks like a ship. Make a history check, intelligence.
Sorry.
Okay, someone wants their mommy. You're not able to initially tell what the ship is, but a ship comes aggressively toward you guys in Huttonese. It says, "State your name and transmit your clearance code."
Hold on. So I'll repeat back. This is Corn with transmit all info in Hutnese because obviously Tower-X can't speak it.
What are you transmitting?
I'll look back to Tower-X and make sure I'm saying the right things.
I'm sneezing. Sorry.
I don't think
you're
we have a clearance code for them, if that's what you're asking for.
Yeah, they're asking for the clearance code.
Yeah, I'm telling Teals outside, we don't have a clearance code for this. This is all information. We can come up with a name. We don't have a name for the frigate either. So you're asking for things we don't have yet.
Better come up with it quick.
All right, this is frigate Night Star. And we'll just give a clearance card of A554.
Okay. Transmit your clearance code.
Right, transmit it in.
That's
Code that I think it is.
Yeah, a minute later he's like, that is the incorrect code. I don't know what you sent me. He says, what rights do you enter the sacred home of the Hutts? Please respond or be opened on.
This was
On the computer, do I know anything about what kind of clearance codes they would be looking
Make
for?
a investigation. Well, yeah, I mean, you know that the clearance code is there are codes that blockades things of that nature will ask you. Remember in Return of the Jedi, do you have a security clearance code?
It's an older one, but
yeah,
It
it
checks
checks out.
Well,
yeah, I want to see if I can just forge one. Make up
What
a
was
code.
the name of
Can't
the
see
Hutt
that.
who is more of a hunter that we had met up with on El Hutta, or Nashda rather, that helped us?
The one that said he shouldn't be named.
Yes, but perhaps now, since this is a different situation, we can say
Well,
that we are
Vornu.
here.
Vorna, when you got the information on the
No.
other ship, is there a clearance code in the stuff that we got from the other captain?
Oh,
no.
is there?
No? Okay.
You're making a scan on the ship then, DT?
So I wanted to see if I could forge a clearance code.
You cannot.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess I'm gonna scan their weapons or whatnot.
So
You're gonna
Well,
Scan.
no,
No. We'll stop you immediately if that's what you say you're going to do.
I'm not
No.
saying it. I'm just doing it.
Oh, okay.
tell
Well,
them
he's just-
sorry, we jumped to the wrong system, and then
Why
jump
don't
out.
without being on
make a
comms,
technology check. You said you're scanning, so make
Yeah.
a scan.
God.
So why don't we?
You can't really
Just
tell
stick
much
on-
from the ship from the scan, other than it's a military vessel built by Ubrikian, and you do know that the Hutts are in business within Burkian business. You can see that the ship is a simple ship. It doesn't have any of the customization or gaudy ornamentations and other Ubrikian designs, but it is a ship for basically. It's armed with an unmatched collection of turbo lasers, but are still powerful enough to deal with most smugglers and pirates. And so it can pack a good punch.
Okay. Yeah.
I look back. Why don't we just at least fill in a non-specific detail of our affiliation with the Hutts already?
Say Zonos.
You could mention Mika or
I'll go back on the comms. We are employees of Mika the Hutt. We've been doing business with them for years.
Transmit your security code. Last warning.
I look back.
Get us out of here.
Time to go.
I make
Plot a course
uh,
for Mika's.
I make a tactical maneuver and plot a course to safe haven.
Okay, so you guys plot. You get out of there. Make a piloting check. Yeah, you do definitely. You're able to turn the Corvette, and then you bump. Which direction are you trying to plot a course for? Tails.
Back to Mika, right? Is what you said?
We're gonna head towards Mika the Hut, and
Okay, that's
if it's a Hut controlled system, I need Hut controlled codes.
yeah. So you're heading back to Nar Shaddaa. That's where you're heading. So that's going to take you 2 days. So
I will send a communique in front of us requesting Mika's an audience with him when we get there.
you get a droid that says message received. How can we be of assistance? the Great Mika is not currently in right now.
We would like to set up an appointment with him at his earliest convenience. Please let him know that it is us requesting it.
Very well. I will transmit and let him know that you're on the way, and make sure his great, royal, wonderful, stupendous majesty knows of your presence.
Thank you.
All right. So it's going to take you 2 days to get to Mika's place.
Do we necessarily want Mika to know that we have 2 ships now?
Do we know
Probably
if
already knows that we have 2 ships.
He might, because he has been talking to Kryn, so he might know already.
did anyone notice any readings if we were being scanned at all by the Huttonese ship? I noticed that you were on the controls.
No, I didn't notice them scanning us.
I thought that was our
I'm
number
sure
one
they
goal,
were.
was to scan the planet.
Yeah, we didn't get close enough.
That was a ship, but wasn't a planet, so... yeah.
Right.
So we encountered a ship. Interesting. All right. Guess we have no choice to at least seek, as Korn mentioned, to seek hut assistance, since we do not have any codes or way to drop out in that sector.
The asteroid would have come really in handy there, Vornu. That we wouldn't even have been on.
No, it wouldn't.
No,
It's
it
the
won't.
freaking Hut home world, dude.
No, just to take out the ship.
No,
The
it
asteroid would
won't.
have taken it out. They wouldn't have even known it was us. It would have just been an asteroid taking it
No,
out.
it won't.
We need to plan that better next time, Vornu.
Oh my.
All right, so it takes 2 days travel. You guys get to Nar Shaddaa. You guys are immediately given a clearance to land in one of the docking bays, which is no problem. So,
Can I tinker again on the way there?
can you do what?
Check the explosives.
You already know what you need. You just have to find the parts. It's not
Okay,
a matter
cool.
of not understanding. It's a matter of finding those kind of components. Are pretty hard to get. So,
It's got to blow a hole in the side of our ship these days.
probably
Not yet. I don't have the stuff yet.
All right, so you guys land. As soon as you do, standard droids crew come and secure your Carillion Corvette now with your ship towed underneath it. You guys land in one of the larger docking bays because it's a bigger ship. You guys get off the Carillion Corvette. You guys make your way, and you guys are going to...
Quick question now, Ranger.
Yes.
As we're making our way, it's been, like a week or so since we've been here?
Oh, longer than that.
Okay. Can I do a perception just to see how things may have changed since Mika has kind of taken over for the family?
Good idea.
What are you specifically looking for?
Just any changes that I notice. I'm not looking for anything in particular.
You have to be specific. I'm not going to let you make a perception check. I mean, you have to tell me what you're looking for.
If I'm noticing a change in any of the guard, how do I say it? The guard diversity, for example. Like, am I noticing more Wookiees, or am I noticing more of other races type of thing?
Okay, so make a perception check on that. That's more specifically.
20.
Hard to tell. You don't see any Wookiees. You do see standard security forces that you've more than tussled with a few times since you've been on Nar Shaddaa. But unlike before, they seem to give you a wide berth. Other than when you first come in, and they give you a wide berth. You're kind of known here now, so it's not like they know who you are, and they know who you represent, and they also know your tie-ins. Seems like with who matters. So you don't get any third degree or any problems like that from the security forces. But when you look at them, they are wearing the same kind of uniforms, armor, things of that nature. You don't notice anything different about them.
Okay.
But no Wookiees. You don't see any Wookiees anywhere.
Okay. And then the other, I don't know if this is a different perception check or the same one. I want to know if there's any new buildings that I'm noticing under construction that are suddenly there that I can
Make
see
another
what they're trying to
perception
build.
check.
14.
No, not really seeing anything. You do see construction happening, but you can't tell if it's new construction or repairs.
Okay.
Right? Or adding on to other structures that are there. So you can't really tell if there's like a difference in basically what's going on. You're just not able to tell the difference. So
Okay.
But all in all, everything looks fine here. You don't really see anything or bad shit happening, or it looks just like it was the first time you came here. Very efficient, very well put together. You know, the huts are a lot of things, but efficiency is one thing that they strive for, because if it affects the bottom line, they get really pissed off. So they want shit working in an orderly fashion. And that's been your experience with any hut you've ever dealt with. They can be the biggest asshole in the world, but when it comes to making sure stuff works right, the successful huts, they make sure everything is paid for, working. They don't skimp. It's about make sure their profits are coming in large bulk.
Okay.
And that's what you see from the dock. You guys have a skiff waiting for you when you get there. So as soon as you guys got out of the hangar bay, there's a skiff waiting for you with a pilot. It says, Mika the Hut has set this up for you. So if you guys get on board, I can take you there.
Okay.
All right. So you guys
on
board.
Yeah, you guys.
I've been out in space too long. I'm gonna try and do like a fun somersault onto this.
Okay, make a athletics or acrobatics check.
27.
You do it with
It would have been funny if you would have rolled a 1 and jumped.
Yeah, I know.
The
My legs have been cramped up on that ship. I needed to stretch them a little bit.
Yeah, you stretch.
So I do like a double backflip into the
you do some
skip.
stretching, and you get a little limber, then you flip up on there. Everybody else looks at you kind of strangely. The pilot looks at you strangely, but everybody else gets on, and like Kay. So you guys get on the skiff. You head to the part of Nar Shaddaa, where is former Papara's place, in this giant tower. It's on the very top level. So you guys land. You walk into the building. You go through some escalators and lifts, and then you get to the main turbo lift that takes you all the way up. When you guys get to Mika's area, which was once Papara's, you see that a few things have changed, some different scenery and stuff, but nothing too drastic or anything like that. You guys go in, and you see that Mika's sitting there with a few advisors, and that main area, the glass doors open, and then you guys are escorted in, and that's where we're going to leave it today, because my dinner just got here, and I'm hungry. So, yeah, suck it.
Seems reasonable.
I've never seen a campaign where we spent 20 minutes of you guys coming up with the dumbest ideas I have ever heard as a DM. Just going to throw that out there. I didn't say anything.
They were not dumb at all. They were awesome.
The dumbest ideas I have ever heard as a dungeon master.
I was watching the stream, and both Ranger and I were face palming throughout the entire conversation.
That's why I didn't say a word.
Well, I facepalmed in character, so.
I didn't say a word. I was just letting it play out, because that is the funniest shit.
It was awesome.
And I'm at the control.
I mean, this was some boondock saint planning going on right here.
Jalo thinks y'all are crazy.
Oh, that means we got to get a rope.
Yeah. You always need a fucking rope.
Charlie Bronson always had a rope.
And the whole time the conversation was going on, Korn was doing the important stuff.
Yeah. So, all right.
Waiting for directions on where to go.
So we're going to end this one here. A little short. We'll go much longer next week. So we'll have a really long session, because we're going to start getting to the meat and potatoes of things, hopefully. But this is a fun little session for you guys. Make sure you guys that are watching, give us a thumbs up on the video, subscribe, share it with everybody else. If you like D&D and you want to share it out there in the world, always appreciate it. But on behalf of myself and the players and the crew, thank you so much for joining us. It was a lot of fun, and we look forward to seeing you next Sunday. So be safe. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday with your family or friends or whatever. Stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow with our regular scheduled RSU programming. Be cool.